The title states how to protect yourself in America today. And that might sound a little overdramatic, but it isn't really. Of course, I'm talking about this. I think every American should have an attorney on retainer now, before you actually need one. But by all means, get a good one. Of course, there is no such thing as total protection, but what I'm talking about is legal protection. America is not the America you were told about back in grade school. We are now a country where our rights have been eroded down to being a shadow of its former self, and your personal and civil liberties are being accosted daily. Just that it's not happening to you yet. For this video, I would like to concentrate on just one of our amendments, the Fourth Amendment. It has to do with search and seizure, of course. Remember the Fourth? I think everyone should have an attorney on retainer now, before you actually need one. But as I said before, get a good one. Recently, I was told that the Supreme Court let stand a California ruling that stated in essence that the police may break down a black person's house and enter without a warrant if that person lives in government housing. Did you know that? What about a Latino's house? What about your house? If you're watching this video, then you have access to a computer, and if you do, just type in these three words: no warrant needed. Type that in your search engine and become educated. When you Google those three words, no warrant needed, you will begin to be educated. Better yet, go to, and it's written right there on the screen, www.fourthamendment.com/blog, and read for yourself. Or, to see how we stack up to the world, go to www.hrw.org and then click on the United States. As I said, every American, especially if you're a minority, should put an attorney on retainer now before you actually need one. But get a good one. How did we get this way? Simply, we are an uneducated public. We are more enamored with sound bites and the views of TV's talking heads than facts on our own erosion of our liberties. A stupid public is good for two people, ministers and politicians, because then they have no need for truth. Real issues have no value, and all that matters is the exploitation of your views on race, religion, and sex. Therefore, everything is framed within those contexts, and they simply exploit your prejudices. As for us being uneducated and stupid, ever watch Jay Leno's Jaywalking? No, maybe you should, and get a lesson on what our college students think and how they are taught and what they really believe. But back to my point. Just because you are a Caucasian, the majority, so to speak, does not necessarily mean that you are immune from harassment, persecution, and unlawful arrest. Of course, one of the insidious things of modern times is having black Americans harass, persecute, and intimidate people of color. This, of course, has been going on for a while, and when you have people without any sense of morality or ethics, it's easy to have them do anything just to keep their job. Of course, you may consider yourself safe because you are not, after all, a person of color. I still insist that no matter what your race, you need to have an attorney on retainer because it's just a matter of time. I believe that people of color should, before any other investment, make it a point to have a competent attorney on retainer. It is not a question if you'll ever need that attorney, it's just a question of when. Yes, I am aware that this is 2008, but you've got to remember that during the past 7 years, we have become a lot more sophisticated in the art of profiling, targeting, and perfecting racism. You too, in time, will probably become the victim of such perfection. Well, anyway, if you don't believe what I'm telling you is truth, then simply go to any inner city, be brave, go to a bus stop and talk to the people who actually live there, and let them explain to you their experiences with the courts and with our so-called law. They will give you an earful. Anyway, what does flowers have to do with any of this? Nothing. But I didn't want to cloud the issue with faces. I wanted to start a discussion. The healthy tact on all this is to assume that every single thing you've heard are lies, and then do your own research and reach your own conclusion. America, I think, will one day be ruled by the countries that own America, thanks to the politicians that sold out America to our foreign countries. No, we cannot blame the politicians, because as a voter, we are given the choice to vote the issues or to vote our fears and prejudices. We made the choice. But here's a sobering thought. What if the victims of today became the rulers of tomorrow? Think about that.